Hello guys, Rachel here of Archaeologists. Today, we're gonna do the short unboxing and also reviewing the Palit GeForce RTX 4060Ti Dual OC graphics card. Let's do the unboxing. Inside the box, you will find the Palit GeForce RTX 4060Ti Dual OC graphics card and nothing else. Let's go to the specifications and features. The Palit GeForce RTX 4060Ti Dual OC has dimensions of 249.9 by 123.5 by 40.1mm. Here are mostly the technical specifications of the graphics card. You may pause to be able to read it all. The cover of this 4060Ti Dual is made from plastic with grooves and edges to give it a modern feel. Some of it's glossy, some is brushed, and some is matte to have a modern look. The 4060Ti Dual uses two 95mm fans, as they claim for an efficient cooling solution. You can also find the Palit branding at the center of the fans with a reflector effect. You can see the Palit branding on the right side of the power port with two exposed screws. Below the branding is where you can find the only RGB lighting on this 4060Ti Dual that can be controlled through the Thundermaster software. The 4060Ti Dual also has a backplate, which is also made from plastic and has the same features as the cover in the front. This graphics card has 3 display ports 1.4A and 1 HDMI 2.1 port, and this is a dual slot card. This can be powered with a 6+2 PCIe power cable. One of the features of the Palit graphics card is that you can use the Palit Maker. Palit Maker is a design your own graphics card feature that will let you use your creativity to make your own design through 3D printing. You can choose two STL options, painting or creator. Like what I did when I was using this graphics card in my modding project, which really adds flair and unique effect to my graphics card. For the software, Palit uses their own, which is the Thundermaster. Here, it will show from GPU clocks to usage, overclocking your graphics card, control the fan speed at certain temperatures, change the lighting and lighting effects of the graphics card, and check the status of your graphics card. Let's install the graphics card. Here are my final thoughts. The Palit GeForce RTX 4060Ti Dual OC is one of the cheapest graphics card in the 4060Ti lineup. Well, design-wise, it doesn't have like other cards from Asus or Aorus that impactful and great-looking aesthetics, which people really love. Though the solution for Palit is to incorporate 3D printing, you can customize it through Palit Maker. But again, as a reminder, this is one of the cheapest 4060Ti, so you can't be nitpicking over its aesthetics. So don't be choosy. Though for me, the simple and minimalist design of this card is still good, as it gives off a modern look and it's not just a plain bland design. It performs well in my testing and benchmarks, and doesn't heat up too much, as we got a maximum of 70 degrees on the former 1080p preset. And thanks to DLSS 3.5, you can get a higher FPS. Now the biggest issue that people always talk about with the 4060 or 4060Ti lineup is the lack of growth from the previous 3060 or 3060 Ti lineup. Well, probably you can say that it's a slight upgrade from 3060 or 3060 Ti, but people with older cards like the 1060 will really appreciate the upgrade, especially when you look at the power draw based on the data I got using the HW Info 64. Take note, take the data with at least 10% margin of error. In the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, it has a difference of 38 watts. In Forza 5, it has a difference of 35 watts. In Dota 2, it has a difference of 46 watts. On average, with the 3 games I tested, the average power draw of the 4060 Ti is 110 watts, and that of the 3060 Ti is 149.7 watts, which means it's a difference of 39.7 watts. You may think the power draw difference is insignificant, but for businesses like internet cafes, or people who are paying for their own electricity and are so conscious about their electrical usage, this is basically a big savings for them in the long run. The difference in price between the 3060 Ti and the 4060 Ti is worth paying for from my perspective, so I can recommend you getting this one, especially the Palit RTX 4060 Ti Dual OC, which is one of the cheapest and most accessible cards on the market right now. You can buy the Palit GeForce RTX 4060 Ti Dual OC for around the price of 25,950 pesos at the time of recording at your nearest Palit affiliated online and physical stores. I hope this video is informational for you. For more videos, click on the subscribe button and follow my Facebook page. And see you in the next video.